Guys, how do I look in Erin's sunglasses? Pretty cute. I just found these. I think they fit me pretty well. I think they give me a pop of flair. Babe, don't you think these give me a pop of flair?
Yeah, you look really, really good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sexy boy. Paris!
Time to get harnessed up.
Come here. Come here, little baby. Oh, I need. Good girl. We're gonna go for a nice walk and we'll go to the park. Our eyes are just...
Come on, Paris, let's go.
Let's go, girls. Bow, bow, now, 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 now. Look at all those puppies. Hi.
On the wall.
Rocket, he's the oldest.
Hey, Rocket.
Buddy.
Bye.
What's that?
It's coronavirus.
Oh my god. They just put coronavirus out on the streets of LA.
I got this hammock that you can hook onto any trees that you want. We saw this guy doing this at the park the other week and he looked super comfy. So we had to get a hammock and now we're gonna try our best to figure out how to set it up.
Paris just ate something off the ground, but I got it out from there.
What did you eat?
Where are we? What is this place?
We're so low. I think we gotta double wrap this crap.
Hey!
Alright, baby, what's the verdict on the hammock?
Loved it.
What's your rating out of 10?
8 out of 10.
What were the lost points?
The swaying
You don't like the swaying?
and the visual impairments.
Because you don't know if somebody's stealing your purse?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, the first ever Q&A. Thank you guys for all your questions. I'm actually really excited to do this. You guys sent a lot of really good questions and a lot of stuff that I've never talked about on YouTube before, so I'm excited to get into it. Let's jump right in. What is your go-to Starbucks order? I don't really love Starbucks coffee, but when I do go to Starbucks, I just get a cold brew. I don't like the nitro cold brew because it doesn't have ice in it. I guess you could put ice in the nitro cold brew, but somebody told me that when you do that, it defeats the whole purpose of the nitrogen being infused in the coffee. I don't know. Is there anything you've done during quarantine that you're proud of? Yeah, I'm really proud of these vlogs. The first few weeks of quarantine, I was really struggling to make videos. It's because life was shifting so much, and I was also just kind of grappling with the fact that I wasn't going to have a wedding, I wasn't going to be performing at Coachella, and basically all of my plans for 2020 were gone. So the first few weeks were really hard, but after that, I feel like I kind of was in a new box with my creativity, and I just tried to focus really hard on finding the stories in my everyday, even if that everyday was not as exciting as my life was before the pandemic. How many times have I watched The Office? Too many times to count. Am I going to continue doing keto when the world has a vaccine and life is easier, or am I done with it? I might try keto again, I don't know. I liked it when I was doing it, but also it requires a lot of cooking and preparation and like grocery shopping. It's just really hard for me to wrap my head around like keeping that lifestyle during a pandemic. How many hours is my screen time? Let's see. It's probably pretty bad. I think I have it set up so it counts my computer too. 7 hours and 1 minute. How do you deal with the frustration of still being a quarantined king while watching people out partying and not following CDC guidelines? I was putting a lot of energy into getting upset about it, and I realized that no matter what I do or say, I can't control how anybody else is handling the pandemic. I can only really control what I do. Spending that energy, getting all worked up and angry about that shit isn't really how I want to live my life. I feel like I'm already, with the pandemic, with the fact that I can't do emo night shows, so my income is pretty questionable for the next however long. Our wedding is canceled till probably fall 2021 at least. There's all these things that are already taking a toll on my mental health, and spending time getting upset or angry at how other people aren't taking the pandemic seriously is something that I'm trying to do less of. How do you come up with the ideas to edit your vlogs like the VHS camera videos, one in front of the other? My dad, when we were growing up, he was religious about the VHS camera. We have so many great home movies. They're so fun to watch. Pretty much every time I go to their house, we watch those home movies. Even if I'm not there, my sister loves to watch them and she'll text me and Erin clips from my home movies. So I think the VHS camera is sort of just an homage to my old home movies that my dad used to make. What is your favorite kind of pasta? Recently we've been on an angel hair kick. Where can we send mugs so you can continue mug of the day? Do you have a P.O. box? I would love to have a P.O. box. I'm just waiting for the pandemic to be over. Will Paris be a part of the wedding? I don't know. We'll see what she's like in 2021. Right now, she's pretty much afraid of everything, so I can't even imagine her being around that many people in an unfamiliar place, but we'll see. My favorite camera I like to vlog with. I mean, the drones are the most fun thing to vlog with. I have a Canon 80D. I don't love it. It's too big. I really like Erin's Canon M50. It's pretty much the same camera as this 80D. It's just like in a better package and it's newer. I would love to get a new camera. I spend a lot of time just watching tech reviews on new cameras. The new Sony a7S III looks amazing. The new Canon EOS R5, EOS R6. I want to master this camera first before I spend a ton of money. What do I use to edit my videos? I use Adobe Premiere. And how did I learn it? I just went on YouTube and watched a bunch of tutorials. Did I listen to Folklore? Yes, we listened to it the night it came out at 9:01 p.m. Pacific time. My favorite song off the album is August. I also really like Exile with Justin Vernon. How do I deal with anxiety? My anxiety used to be really bad, to the point where I had a prescription for Xanax. It sucked. I didn't like the way it made me feel. I feel like it almost sort of temporarily knocked out the anxiety, and then the next day the anxiety would come back even worse. The only way I really got over my anxiety was through meditation and having a daily meditation practice. Down below this video and pretty much every single one of my videos, I have a link to the meditation app I use. It's called 10% Happier. I do 10 to 20 minutes a day right after I have my first cup of coffee before I do anything else. It has dramatically helped my anxiety and so many other aspects of my life. Do you think you and Erin will live in LA for a long time? Honestly, I don't really know. I think right now it's especially hard to plan anything. I could definitely see us living in New York. What are my plans for emo night? We can't do any shows. I don't think we can do any parties anytime soon. We're gonna start doing live streams again. We're also launching a Patreon tomorrow. That'll get you access to our monthly live streams with special guests. We're launching like a merch mystery box. Every single month you can sign up and you'll get a merch mystery box delivered straight to your door. We're gonna be doing weekly podcasts. There's a lot of really good stuff on the Patreon if you guys want to check it out. The URL is right here, patreon.com/emonightla. How close to Erin did you live growing up? Do you ever think your paths crossed? Erin and I didn't grow up in the same place. She grew up in Ashland, Massachusetts, and my family is from Hopkinton, one town over. I was born there. I lived there for the first 10 months of my life, and then my parents moved to Utah. I didn't go back east until I went to college, but if my parents had never moved, probably would have crossed paths. But we didn't actually cross paths until we moved to LA. I think there was actually one time that we were at the same Taking Back Sunday concert in Boston. And there might have been a couple other times because I know she used to go to a bar on the same street that my apartment was on. I think there's a very good chance that we were maybe in the same vicinity sometime before we met in Los Angeles. Do I believe in practices like Reiki healing, chakra alignment, etc.? No. What was my impression of the Vlog Squad before I dated Erin? The Vlog Squad didn't exist when me and Erin started dating. She was just a Viner. Carly and Erin were maybe doing these vining and driving videos once a week. Other than that, no Vlog Squad. What's your best advice to simply get started doing something? I think you answered your own question, is that you just have to do it. There are some other questions I saw about, did you practice editing before you started posting videos? And the answer is no. I'm just kind of learning as I go, and it's the same thing with anything that I've done. It's like with Emo Night, we just try to adapt and have fun and get better at it and keep raising the bar for ourselves every single time. And I'm trying to do that with these vlogs too, whether it's adding drones or the Vhs Camera or getting better at storytelling. I just constantly want to get better at stuff. I want to keep raising the bar. I saw a few people asking if we're going to change Paris's name. No, we're not going to. We don't really like the name Paris, but unfortunately that's what she responds to, so we're keeping it. We don't want to confuse her. Thank you guys so much for your questions. I've never done a Q&A before, but I really enjoyed doing this. I feel like I got to talk about stuff that I don't usually get to talk about in these vlogs. We'll definitely do another one sometime soon. All right.